So let's get started on the second step, which is the eye lines. So the eye lines are telling us where to place the eyes in our second version of this cat. So if you look at your steps, you can see that the top line is connecting the top edges of the eyes. The bottom is connecting the bottom of the eyes. So we are taking our ruler, lining it up with the top lids, not necessarily the actual eye, but the lids. We're going to hold our ruler down, make a line that goes all the way from one end of the box to the other. We're connecting those bottom edges and connecting those as well. Now we will take our shish kebab stick and our measuring points. So here's those 2 points. We're going to use our shish kebab stick, and I like to turn my paper so that the dot or the part that I'm measuring is to the right. Then I pinch with my ruler or my shish kebab stick, move that over and make that first dot. Then I make my second dot. And there's our first line. I'm gonna also take this second line measurement as well. So we've got this point and this point. So the eye line step is actually fairly quick. Now I would like to show you another step in addition to this second step because it goes pretty quickly. So we connect these marks with our ruler, and that gives us our eye lines. And that just tells us, like, yes, this is where our eyes go, the height of them at least. But we have the height. Now we just have no information though, because we're drawing in this space. We know that the eyes are this high, but we have no idea like where to place them. So we're like starting to narrow in the right size, but we don't have anything telling us where to place them, like what the location should be. So for our next step, and you can flip your pages over to see step 3, which are follow through lines from the top corners. Now for all of the lines that we've made so far, we have had to find 2 measuring points. To make that a little bit simpler, I like to move into working from the corners. So that way I don't have to measure 2 different points. It just is like an easy thing to make it go faster. Now we're starting in our top corners. That's what the directions say. And it's pretty awesome because usually with faces, because of the placement of your eyes compared to your nose, compared to your mouth, they typically do line up in interesting ways. So now just by giving ourselves this first line from our top corner, we're showing ourselves, okay, yes, this is where your eye stops. This is where your nose ends. This is the angle of your cheek. It's so informative. So what we're going to do is then only find this contact point, which is just slightly above this one. So then I can make that measuring point and go from that top corner, and then I only had to measure for that one spot. Isn't that so nice? Now let's go from our other top corner. We're going to start on the left side. That shows us the edge of this eye, the side of our nose, and the side of our cheek again, which is so, so helpful. We got a lot of information from that. So we look for only one measuring point. We're gonna use our shish kebab stick, make that mark on our open box. We're placing the end so that it is on the right-hand side. I can just move that over very quickly. Make that point, and then use my ruler, not my shish kebab stick, to draw that line in from the top corner. So that is our third step. So I just showed you second step, which is the eye lines, and the third step, which is coming from the top corners to start breaking up those spaces. All right, so go ahead and get started.